Abusia me mo akwaba e de ba Joba Aba TV so biem. Joba trend jumedie e na wadaro ma ogusu a wo hwe no. Ba modi ana subscribe ne like ne share jumedie ne efa mame. Said ye beboa ama afoforo nso a wonte channel ne nka no e bete channel ne nka na omo so e di channel ne chema de ekoso bia no omotimi ehu bi. Bidin e de breakthrough na adjust e wa ampafo bracket 2. Abusia ma yentwa ye ho na ye mra sese ye ba ye be run sama aba no emu. Abusia Tyrone Marhguy abranti oko Achimota Secondary School and ho nsamo trend on social media no so no ene wa kire ade property a e ma ne timi dum pepen so wa share ne journey throughout the years of new school ho nsem ama to say wa kan nsem a lead to the 8A'S a onyaye no na eye wo mo hwa adesuamu nsem Ghana Education Service o mu kire mu a omo so de toto enfie na abese ekoyi a afi e na adesuafo bo mo modi ye pa wo de toto eye free education a mampanyi na na kokufo ado ene na appointees ene na entourage wo mo ede ba ye ni mu a afi de enkurada bo mo modi ye pa na nipa ba ko a ono so wo bo no modi a wo trendy ambidika bo ndin no Tyrone Marhguy ene ye Rastafarian akoda ha tese wo twa rasta enkrofo bebre se na nka eni kwanse nka wo school e ma yesi ye gene wo school mu ho na Achimota school no kan se akra no ni tiri ni tinka omo enye no onimade o school ni de ne mra ne kire se so wa ye otiri ho sa ense fata se oba school mu ho e ma awofo a wo mu hwep Tyrone Marhguy so anasa na awofo eso a Achimota school no e de kopiem e wo court e ma Attorney General di asam no e de ma akoda ne se enfa ho se ni tiri ayesa wo no right se oko school ebusuya ebepi asia na chese Tyrone Marhguy obubu change na chese 8A'S na watimi ayi a na eye adesua de pa e de ma obibia wo mu bu nkrofo abam a chese omo hwe the book no na omo de cover ama book no se enya de a obi adenim no ehye ne tirimu ana se ehye ne nan se ana se ehye nipadua ho se wasiesie no basante bi onimade ana se wo ye ne tirimu basante onimade adini runim ana wunim anase wasi ubo anytime se obesua de a obesua enu nti Tyrone Marhguy etwemu a ose na owo school mu ho no hia ha obebre ana nkofo eye school fo ni bia na fofo ne target ne se Rastafarian de so omu no wi Rastafarian de so mu to travel Rastafarian de so mu yankura born tampi nyina o ma na ehie oso sa ne man wo ho anka ebebu na bem na so wo hye ne hu kran se o mani mu na bem botaye nti oba school mu ho no e wo so for feel that botaye ansa na wo free school mu ho eni o se na wo ye obi a oye introvert atesa won kanu nko nipa ho e na won kasa pi oye quiet person on shadani nipa eni nsa wo so sa ba emre bi ekọ na ni ma school fo no hu se onimade na obegbo ma school na tumpon no wo mo aka ben ho mo no so no oye extrovert atesa wo ji nipa e ma oni nipa kasa je se enam so e ma oni school fo ntam no eye kama o tire ma so wantimi akodan ne da esan se mre bi baya na onim so akodan na de ombe ye omo ho no na aduane so no omu kodie ombe ye omo sa so nipa mu ye sa nipa mu ebe ma eno so abu na bam enu ntin wantimi akodan ne da ene o se school mu wo anfa na ho gono so kra na ensu ni nyina mu no animonyam se aba e de ama Rastafarian families ne se ene so ye rasta no nche se wo ye wini ana wo ye akoda bone yenko tie nsam a Tyrone Marhguy editor City TV for enim.
Congratulations though. I saw your video, you were ecstatic. Yeah, I was so excited.
Obinium.
At the point of checking, I was like, maybe I should check this alone and then later I'll process and tell them. But I could tell from their eyes that don't be take of it.
Don't try.
Don't try. So I'll be asleep and then they'll come wake me up. Tyrone, wake up. And we kind of pride ourselves with the schools we went to. So they'll come and tell you, wake up. Some guy be from my school, backbencher. He got 8A'S. I went, they came to call me, and when I got there, they were all ready. Cameras are on. Check this thing. Today.
And finally, when you had that 8A'S, was it sweet relief? Or you were not surprised? Because you've been an A student, quite honestly, from high and basic school.
Yeah, I have to admit, because earlier in the morning, I just I woke up and then I was like, this is something I do. Even for the BEC, I'll kind of write the scores I think I'll get, and then hope to get it because I wrote it. So I have to be honest, I wrote 7 A's. There was a B somewhere.
Which subject gave you the doubt?
English.
For Achimota to happen the way it did, your life has never been the same, has it?
No, it has never been the same, because the way I used to relate with everyone, at first when I meet someone, I know you are a stranger, I'm also a stranger. But now I'm not too sure if I'm also a stranger. That's one thing. And so the way you relate with them, you're not too sure who is, if that's the genuine.
If you can trust people, right?
So it kind of gives that trust issue.
Let's talk about life in Achimota school.
Okay.
How was that like? I mean, after the lawsuit.
All right.
Right, where the court said they were wrong not to have admitted you, and even later we heard the Attorney General mention that he was going to challenge that decision. Yeah. The school said they were going to appeal that. Did all that have a toll on your mental health?
I don't know if it was supposed to, but what I told myself was that now is not the time. So, because I know that certain things can be changed. If you sit around telling yourself that, this and that, and so you want to cry or what, so that was kind of one. And I also think the support from my parents and family was very essential.
Did you have a social life?
I did. The reason why I'm reacting that way is that my colleagues complain about that a lot, because sometimes they will mention something and I'm like, what was that? What's that? But then the thoughts and the ideas coming up,
philosophical,
something else. Within the school, one thing I couldn't do and finally couldn't do was going to the dining hall.
So, and there was this thing about, they do patois, they smoke weed, and he's going to turn the school into a weed smoking camp. You heard that?
Yes. I actually watched the memes, and then it's interesting.
There are more eyes feasting on you than their memes.
Yes, everywhere. But then after a while, I think I grew into the Achimotan community because, we see you and yes, we acknowledge, that's Tyrone Marhguy, he's a student over here. Yeah. Unlike first, that's the Rasta guy. It was two different things over there. A lot of.
Are you just an introvert, or it was because of all that had happened?
Okay, I have to admit, I'm not an introvert in any way, because I was very much extroverted, not until after the court case. Then, after, so I would say 2 or 3 years forcing to be an introvert, it has kind of remained that way. Because when I'm indoors for a very long time, I feel like screaming.
Wrong, man.
Yes, this is
You're
not
missing
right.
out. Something is happening out there.
Yes, but when you go out, you're like, I have to go back inside.
What's the future looking like for Ira's Tyrone Marhguy?
In Ghana, then it's S.H.S, it's academic city. In terms of courses, it will be computer science or computer engineering or electrical engineering. Yeah, those 3 stuff. Okay. As I always look at Columbia, I look at Harvard, I look at MIT. Yeah, those 3 schools, and then Cornell.
Na enumu na opening kwantrefo oda Child Right International ano ora bright appear. Ono so echemu se omuka ho bi pa nipa nyina nim se omuka ho bi ne gina fapem edema Tyrone Marhguy won nsense me kopie court se wo ho kwan bia se ono so ko school ni bi na ono so otimi ko sua de wo Achimota ono nei Tyrone ahye na nimunyam pa wa manipa nyina hu se adwene bia na wo nipa tirimu na etia Rastafarian no. For me,
it's a good news, and it also shows that once you can make use of the system, you should be able to get justice for people and those who deserve it. And for me too, it's a win for the kind of justice system that we have. And he has proven to be one of the guys that I can boldly speak about in terms of this outcome, because when you see him, you will not assume But when you talk to him, then you know that yes, they got something to offer.
And I'm some ebusuya amane bona abeto dwani dodo na akire mu a eye nkrofo bebre celebrity dodo na akanfo abrante pa ama ebi mu krompo kra ayese wo mbeboa no sika semu se bia obeso otoa so eko school a ye nua bema eye stone boy ono so no wa man take it say eye ni program a da animu a oba beye no onfa ne nabofo mra na wo mu emagi wo mani o program no ase enti abusuya we ni ensam a akoso Tyrone Marhguy the what see results are about bonten any nkunahye ne ani gisam a ode ebre Ghana emabunu any wiase nyina eno medin Eddie Breito na adwoa sewa am powerful bracket 2 abusia o my tax so men kan chawo se bomodi ane fa tax on sensem fa bedan no se ba ne se wo ye o tax on sensem na se wo hu nsu ye ma mo US abochimem bomodi ane fa ni tremu enwo my taxes aso e no hwe to talk tax no kama emfa emma sanso na joba delivery se men kan chawo se S.H.S bi bia person de money bia fa bedan ye na ba no egu screen na se fa na empenifo ebeje oso we are into delivery and into bibi bia no aye kra de se ebeje na ye de akwakooma ne e de amaw abusia makra